Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Lauren. I'm Tracy.
I'm Dad.
I'm Matt. And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we want to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everyone. We have a beautiful sunny day on our hands. It's actually 2 beautiful sunny days in a row. And since there's no wind blowing around, it's a perfect day to change the plastic on the greenhouses. Now, we changed the plastic in greenhouse number 4 yesterday, but now we're gonna be changing the plastic on top of the cafeteria. Now, we actually put the new plastic on top of the old plastic and pull it up over, that way we don't tear it. And then we just slide the old plastic out from underneath. It's not too difficult, but that's the way we do it. And one of the best examples I can give you of why we need to replace the plastic, if you look out, it's pretty cloudy. And now this plastic in this greenhouse, you can see right through it. And this helps a lot when we're raising our plants. It allows the light to come through. The clear plastic also helps with heating costs. It allows the sunshine to come right through and heat up your greenhouse. That's one big reason why we like to change the plastic in these greenhouses. Are you holding that in, Daniel? Hold it a second, guys.
Out of there.
Need a pair of pliers?
No, I got it.
So putting this plastic on can be a difficult process. We have 2 sheets here that we're trying to get even on both sides. And then once we have it even and attach it, we're gonna blow air in between the 2 sheets of plastic, making a pocket, and that will act as protection from the cold weather because there'll be a pocket of air or a barrier between the cold and the warmth. So this job basically requires everybody to put the plastic on, so it's kind of hard for me to film, but we did just get the plastic pulled the whole length of the greenhouse. If I had a nickel for every time we use these pliers, they'd pay for themselves. And Dad's like, you ain't getting the cent out of me. So as we're going through, we're pulling off the wiggle wire. And we're coming right through and attaching the new plastic onto the wiggle wire. We're trying to keep it all even. This little seam here, we're trying to make sure it's right in line with this.
So basically you change the plastic every 3 to 4 years, not because the plastic goes bad. This is heavy plastic and it's good for ultraviolet, but it changes. It does not let the sunlight in, and the plants does not grow as well.
Every wiggle wire is unique, like a snowflake.
What are you doing in the round bale feeder? Get out of the round. They're not even listening. They're just eating the hay. They don't even care what I'm saying. Get out of the round bale feeder. My dad's cows are just like his kids. They don't listen. Wait, what are we doing under the plastic, Matthew?
We're growing. It's caught on the top.
Daniel, get up there. So yeah, we just got to get this under layer of plastic pulled completely out. So that's what we're doing now, under the plastic. So yeah. Matthew is like a young sprout.
Yeah, I'm photosynthesis.
Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. There you go.
You saved my life, Andy.
You know what we're gonna have to do with all this leftover plastic? We're gonna have to make a slip and slide this year.
Yes, sir.
We just finished up both of our edges. Something we have to watch for when we're doing our edges, we want to make sure everything is pulled even and square, and we want to make sure everything is secured tightly. Because if any wind gets under this plastic and gets a hold of it, it's all gonna go. And the only reason we know that is because it's happened to us before. So we've got the other end completely secured, and now we're finishing up this end. Our number 1 enemy when doing this job is wind. That's why we got started a little earlier today. We want to get started before the wind started to pick up. I think that plastic looks pretty good up there.
Yes, it does. We're gonna get coffee, and then we're gonna feed the calves. And then we're gonna clean this pen over here so we can move the milk calves over here. And the other ones we're gonna move over in the barn.
You guys may have saw when I was showing you this greenhouse, we actually moved a lot of the hanging baskets down, and this greenhouse is completely full already on hanging baskets. And we even moved some of our vegetable plants down. Our vegetable plants are getting to the point where they need to be transplanted. They have really good root development and they're looking really good. You guys may recognize this pen. This is where our old layers were. We don't have our old layers anymore. We took some to auction. It's getting to the time of the year where the greenhouse needs to be exclusively for plants. So that's why we're getting this all set up for the calves. Whoa, what are you doing down here?
I'm looking for your dad. Do you know where he is?
I don't know where he is, I'm sorry.
Actually, I just came down to make sure you guys were working without your dad.
So this thing that we just took apart is actually a dog kennel, but we use it for our chickens. It doesn't have holes big enough for the cats to get through. We've had problems raising our chickens in the past where the cats just seem to get in them. Yeah, you definitely don't want that. So we resorted to those dog kennels and they work really great for us. We're just trying to get the cafeteria cleaned out because we're going to need to start moving plants in there relatively soon. And we have to get the calves somewhere, and we think this is a good spot for them. You can come out now. You don't got to just stay in here. There's nothing stopping you. These are the calves that are on milk still. We normally like to have them separate and by themselves. So one, they don't suck on each other. And two, if they happen to get sick, they won't get the other sick. But they've been so healthy and we've been doing very well with them that we're putting 2 and 2 together. We deal with these makeshift calf pens all winter long. And when we finally start to take them apart, it's a little exciting. It helps you to appreciate that winter is over and now it's time to start moving on to plants. All the equipment we have for the calves, we just moved that over. Now everything's basically cleared out. We just got to get the calves out, finish up that last pen, and then scoop all the manure out. Oh no, Dad, they're going right to the wagons. They're going to try and eat it just like the other cows.
They're too short.
Well, as simple as that, the cafeteria is no longer the cafeteria, it's a greenhouse number 5. We've had a productive morning, but we just got the call. It's lunchtime, so we're gonna head up and eat our lunch. That's what's for lunch today, tacos. We have Daniel cleaning out the cafeteria right now. He's using the skid loader to clean out the manure. And then Matthew and I, we're gonna go through and we're gonna take all our waters and we're gonna put them back down and we're gonna make sure we're not missing any. We had to have these up here because the calves kept trying to eat them. I don't think you need many. Now we're going over each individual pipe as we go out, trying to make sure none of the waters are broken or torn out. I think there might be one here, Matt. I'm not sure. Do you see anyone there? I don't. This is a really important job because if you turn your watering system on and you don't have these little things in there, it's just going to be shooting water all over the place. I don't think I can reach down here, from down here, but there's just a little hole. Matt just has to plug these in. Could you imagine being this chicken and seeing this large machine coming in while you're just trying to pick bugs up? It's gotta be scary. You just drop yours on the edge and then I'll pull it back. Throw it in. We just turned our water lines on. 1, to check, make sure none of them are clogged. 2, to make sure we didn't miss any. Because when water starts shooting all over the place, we'll know that we're missing one. Exhibit A, right here.
This is easy, Andy.
We got our hanging basket drip irrigation all set up on this side. Now we just need to check this side. We got one right here. We've got a lot missing in this aisle. This is where the skid steer drives down through and pulls them out. So we were expecting that. Now we just got to remember where they all are and fix them. It's kind of amazing when you stop and think about what all was here before, and now it's nothing. It's just another greenhouse. So I always find it interesting how fast we can change it over from the cafeteria to greenhouse number 5. We just finished hooking up this little gadget here. So what there's a tiny motor right on the other side of here that blows air. And it will blow air in between the 2 sheets of plastic that we have. Now, that air in between those 2 sheets of plastic, that creates a barrier. And it really helps keep the warm weather in and the cold weather out. Even though we've been having a couple warm days, it can get to the point where it's gonna get down into the 20s again. So this is really, really helpful for our greenhouse. That little motor is going to continuously be putting air between the 2 layers of plastic. So that will protect it from getting the top ripped off because there's always that cushion, and it will keep that barrier of air between the warm and the cold. And that was really the last thing that we needed for the greenhouse. We just gotta wait for this to puff up and then we'll be good to go. Up the hill.
Now they're all open, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they should be.
Okay, so Matt's hanging up these baskets he wants me to show you guys. They're called Cosmic Pink. These right here. Look at the flower. And then these ones are called Blackberry Jam. Fergalicious. Oh, sorry.
Got a lot of room on the top.
Yep, I see it.
Holy cow, look at that! I have never seen such a man.
That guy, Matt, he's built different. This should fill up our greenhouse. We just pulled another wagon of baskets from the upper greenhouse. This should fill up this one. We're not sure. Have to wait and see. greenhouse has officially been gentrified, Andy. Well, we definitely had plenty of hanging baskets. This greenhouse is now completely full. We still have a few on the wagon, but that's okay. We're actually happy about that. What's nice putting all these hanging baskets in here, they're all on the watering system, watering every single one at the same time. Yeah. Oh, this has been a crazy day. How is everybody over here? Oh, everyone looks so nice and cozy. We got finished down around back and I came up to the germination greenhouse. Check this out, guys. Now that stuff was planted just 4 days ago and it's already up nice and it looks like almost every seed. So that's really good. That means we had no failures with any of the seed. We did something right. All right, Grammy wanted me to show you what we're having for dinner. We're having turkey and biscuits. So she has almost like a chicken pot pie or turkey pot pie underneath the biscuits. And then we get the biscuits on top. Yeah, it's delicious. This is where we're gonna end the video. I wanna thank everyone for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.